later this month. Before we wrap up, Square Enix has one more update for us today. They're hard at work on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the ambitious follow-up to the critically acclaimed
Rebirth! Let's go!
Let's see what's in store for one of next year's most anticipated games.
Let's
The
go!
world's ending. At least, that's what everyone's saying.
Okay, timeline
This sky,
with Zack.
I don't like it.
Junon?
Welcome to the New World Order.
Ah, bum, 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 bum. Wait, did they fire the cannon in the original? Yes!
Close your eyes
The
and
march!
listen. Tell me you can't hear
The parade.
that. Her rallying cry.
Planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies.
We can overcome our fate.
Am I the same as these monsters?
Yes! They kept the original design. I think it was different in
We're looking for Sephiroth.
Crisis Core.
Think you can find him?
Oh, Sephiroth.
Kate Sith? And he is Scottish?
So you heeded the call too, did you?
What are you talking about?
As you can see, your brothers down there are having a
It's
little
Chuck
bet
Berry.
together.
They're our best chance of finding Sephiroth.
Yeah. I ask because I suspect there's soldiers suffering from cellular
Oh
degradation.
my god.
Do not be
Wait, was that lower Junon?
You know the truth. Trust in me.
Where's Costa del Sol? Midgar Serpent! Let's go! The thing that it... Wait, that was the thing in Lower Junon, on the beach, right? Yeah. Double attacks, let's go!
On me.
I still need to finish the DLC. Oh, that looked awful, that part of the cutscene. Alexander! Yo! Wait, was Alexander wasn't in the original, was it? Gold saucer! I love it so much. Chocobo Racing. Oh my god, the old Polly. Oh lord. Oh, cool.
Excuse me. Could you look after my friend? Just for a bit.
We're getting both timelines being, Is that Glenn? Wait, was that Glenn?
Tutelary creatures, set only to appear when the planet is in grave danger.
Who dares disturb my
Vincent!
slumber?
We're getting
It's
Vincent!
upon us. The reunion.
And that means
When
Nibelheim is
worlds
included,
merge.
which of course is gonna be.
I'm waiting, Cloud.
I wonder if that was Glenn. God damn! Twin Pack pre-order starts. Interesting.
We hope you enjoyed that new look at Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
I've got to go back!
It's coming to PlayStation 5
I've got to go
on
back.
February
I've got to go
29th.
back. I'm sorry, I've got to go
And that's all
back.
for State of Play. Thanks for
Hold on.
watching, and we'll see you next
Yeah,
time.
state of play. All good, all good, all good. More Final Fantasy 7. Hold on. We're going scene by scene. Shut up.
You can't hear that. Her
Shut up. Okay,
At
that's
least,
the start.
that's what everyone's saying.
Okay, so alternate timeline where Zack survives. Alternate timeline where Zack survives. Is it the end? I think it's the end. Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, they're just showing off. Wait, hold on. Let me double check. Is it just a trailer? Yeah, it's just showing off the pre-order stuff. Anyway.
Ding.
Okay.
At
So
least, that's what everyone's saying.
I'm assuming that is Midgar after the storm that rips it up. That is not connected to this, which is the alternate timeline with Zack. The storm that rips it up is the Destiny's Edge or whatever it was called, where you like fought the people, which like caused a storm that didn't happen in the original game, but did happen in remake. This is the alternate timeline where Zack survives though, and he's bringing Cloud to Midgar.
This sky, I don't like it.
A bunch of black feathers. Junon, the cannon at Junon, which looks fabulous, by the way. That looks absolutely fantastic.
Ready to fire, sir.
And they're firing it.
To the new world order.
What would they be firing it at?
Fire!
Or is it just a test? Okay, so this is the parade at Junon Harbor. You have to go down Main Street and press commands in time with the button presses in the original. But it looks like in this one you have a formation and a commands menu. So maybe you have to try and lead the parade in a different way. Not sure.
Just close your eyes and listen.
Hold on. I need to see that area. Okay, this looks new. I don't know. I don't recognize this. This looks... Okay, so this looks like it could be the area just outside of Midgar. And if that's the case, maybe this is like another reactor somewhere. This looks like an old broken down reactor of some sort. So either this is just out after getting out of Midgar, or this is just another location entirely where there's some kind of just another Maker reactor.
Just close your eyes and listen.
So I don't recognize it. This is that No, I was gonna say this Cosmo Canyon, but there's a lot of like background stuff. And maybe this is. Where is this? This couldn't be Corral. Is this Calm? I wonder if they changed it so like Calm is super close to the outskirts of Midgar. Because that looks like the outer wall of Midgar. Oh, yeah! That could be Junon. That could be Lower Junon. Right. That could totally be Lower Junon. Because, like, Junon's built up on top of it. So you would have the main elevator right there in the middle where those lights are. That makes sense. Yeah, I think it's Lower Junon, which means that this would be over like a cliff face overlooking the water. That makes perfect sense.
Tell me you can
Yeah,
hear
there's
that.
water at the bottom there. That's Cosmo Canyon, of course.
Her rallying cry.
Which means that this is potentially around Cosmo Canyon? If the two are connected? Hold on.
Eyes and listen. Tell me you.
Okay, so you have this, like, bridge. You have more of this, like, older style Cosmo Canyon over there. Almost looks like a theme park, funnily enough, which was also would be in the desert, but this seems like this is placed closer to the water. Maybe there's more just, like, areas to explore around the world, I guess. Like... And I'm assuming it's not going to be an open world map, but more of a, like a linear, like sectioned off zone based game. But this looks like it's got beached, a bunch of beached stuff. So this could be anywhere actually. There's even a
Planet runs out of energy.
even a lighthouse up there too. This just some random island. I say island. This just could be some random area of the world map. There's nothing distinguishing.
And everything on it dies.
We can overcome our
Again, just
fate.
more areas. This is the Nibelheim incident, the flashback. I'm so glad that they kept this look because this look has changed a bunch over the years. But this is actually the original look.
Same as these monsters. Am I even?
But the fact that Sephiroth cuts it open is kind of cool because in the original it just kind of bursts open by itself, so that makes sense and definitely is part of his character too. To be so pissed off, to be like, is this me?
Think you can find him?
This is Kate Stiff's, so this must be in the Gold Saucer Hotel. That must be in the Spooky Horror Hotel.
Sephiroth.
Yeah, because it looks like there's like torture stuff in the background, so this is part of the Spooky Horror Hotel at the Gold Saucer.
You see. So you heeded the call too, did?
That's just in a location. I don't really know where
What
it
are you
is.
talking about?
The buggy! How did I not notice the buggy the first time through? I missed the most, like, obvious crap because I'm just, like, freaking out about other stuff. But the buggy! With the lightning decals on the side. I freaking love it. The buggy! The buggy! Flashback to Mission Abridged for those of you who watched it. I love my buggy. The chocobos, though! Oh my god, they're so cute! So maybe this is around Midgar where you can get chocobos. Let's go. And the different chocobos have different things. So obviously flying is confirmed. I'm wondering if you have to do some chocobo breeding to unlock flying. These things, which I forget what they're even called. This looks like potentially Costa del Sol, which you have casual wear as well. Casual wear Cloud. Oh my god. Also, hi, Cross-Eye. How you doing, hun? Yeah. What are those things called again? Segways. Thank you, Lightning. Yeah. So casual Cloud at Costa del Sol. Loving it.
They're our best chance of finding Sephiroth.
This could be Nibelheim. Potentially. I don't know why, but like this looks like a big old bridge or something, maybe? I'm not sure.
Yeah. I ask because I suspect there's
I'm
soldiers
assuming
suffering from cellular degradation.
That's either Nibelheim, but it's so bright outside, and I always assumed like Nibelheim was like an overcasted area, that could just be Junon.
Do not be
Might be Temple of the Ancients. Interesting.
deceived. You know the truth. Trust in me.
Okay, so he's about to attack another hooded, cloaked figure again. And Cloud's, losing his mind a little bit. Midgard Zolan, though. Let's go. And then followed by, oh god, I can't even remember what this is called. But this is the thing that Mr. Dolphin and the small girl whose name I forget. Is it Patricia? Or like, it's like Patricia or something. It was swept away into the water by... and almost drowned. Team-up attacks, we like to see it. What the hell was that team-up attack then? Was that a magic team-up attack? So it's not just their moves, but like you can use magic as well with that? Hold on.
Come on.
I need to see the cast.
Come on.
Yeah. Interesting. So it's like a ninja jitsu. Like she's using something to upgrade his firepower, which is really cool. Like, here's my ninja powers to upgrade your Gatling gun. Daka 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 daka. And then, again, literally Aerith turning Kate Sith into a gosh darn laser cannon. Yum, 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 yum. Oh my god. Mog looks so cool. Wait, I missed this! Hold on! Cloud and Sephiroth flashback team-up attacks? What are you fighting? Wait, is that... Wait, that's the Materia Keeper. Have they moved Materia Keeper into a flashback now? That's totally the Materia Keeper, right? Alexander, which... Alexander's not in Final Fantasy VII. Right? So that's damn cool. Alexander looks like a bonus boss, bonus summon that you can unlock in the VR setup, because the background is the VR setup again. In the training room. You got... Oh my god, what is the name of this summon? Why can't I remember the name of this summon? Wait, Alexander's in it at the Great Glacier? Holy crap. I completely forgot Alexander was in the game. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Let me actually just make this playback speed go slow. So we can get good shots of these. Is this in the highest quality we can get? I need a better quality. 4K. Okay, this is 4K. Hopefully there'll be less. Okay. Odin looking fantastic as always. Let me mute that real quick. But Odin looking fantastic. Oh, against the Midgard Zolan? In the swamps? Yo! It's looking very Marlboro in Final Fantasy 16 type of area. That's pretty good. Oh, that cutscene looks so good, though! The summon cutscenes! This is all super new to you. Okay, Gold Saucer. Looking forward to this. Sorry, Cross-Eye, this must be big spoilers for you. This was just in the state of play. So I'm just looking through it. Chocobo Square, Battle Square. You see all the squares. Look up Speed Square. The girls look so good together. Let's go. Oh my god. You have what's his face from the Honeybee Inn now helping to put on the show at Gold Saucer, apparently. Yuffie gets... Wait, you get different costumes at Gold Saucer as well, potentially? Is that Zangan? Not is it Zangan? What is his name? Not Zangan. Is this... it was me! Dio! Is it Dio? Is this Dio? Is this Dio? And it looks like Dio, chat. Is this Dio? Zed? Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. Is it Dio? Is that his name? The guy who runs the battle square? Is that Dio? I can't remember his name. I think that's Dio. Which they've queer coded him, which is awesome. You got Chocobo Racing, which is amazing, which all looks like it takes place within the fake land, which obviously it does. Because like the visuals in the PS1 Chocobo Racing was ridiculous. This is freaking cute as hell. The battle simulator, the little battle sim in the original, which had like polygonal kind of stuff. It's Zangief. Zangief, yeah. Oh my god. Look at the old poly model. It's so cute. I love this so much. Gonna have the bike race next. You can dodge. There you go. You got the G bike. Nice. So you have boost. Okay. Again, alternate timeline. We got What's Her Face from Remake and like some of the ancillary media, which I still haven't read. And like he's just pawning him off on her, which is fine. Yeah, back to Junon. Oh god, look at this car though. It's basically like a presidential thing. Is this Glenn? Is this Glenn, chat? Do you think this is Glenn? Now, for those of you who don't know, Glenn is like a brand new character that was just introduced in Ever Crisis. And there's a cutscene right at the start of when you start the first soldier portion where Glenn turns up and tries to attack Sephiroth in a very similar outfit to this, if not the same outfit. So I'm thinking, is this Glenn? Do we have Glenn confirmed? It looks like Glenn. I think that's Glenn. This looks like Tifa potentially in the live stream. Or maybe just like an underwater section, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't recognize this. It looks like it's got a giant materia in its stomach. Did you fight a giant fish at any point? We got our boy Vincent, which I love. Look at our boy. Look at our boy. Is that not the thing underwater? Wait. You're saying it's the emerald? It's not emerald weapon. It doesn't look like emerald weapon. Okay, you got some quick succession things here. You have meteor hitting. You have things being lifted. Isn't that like flashbacks to the first game? Yeah, that's just first game flashbacks. Where they were fighting like Destiny stuff. So that was literally just a flashback of the first game where they're potentially like explaining stuff. Because you're not doing it again. That's probably like a summary more so than anything else of like what's happened so far. Damn. All right. Exciting stuff, chat. Let's watch the last. Let's watch the last bit through again. The team effect is so good. Yeah. I will say, yeah, that's definitely the materia keeper. That close-up looks sus as hell, though, even on PS5. I still can't remember the name of this summon. Was it the one that, like, lifted up rocks and stuff? Can't remember.
Look!
It's interesting to see like the interpretations of the different older monsters though. I'm super excited to like pre-order whatever collector's edition of this. Like, I don't even care. I will get that collector's edition. I think that's Glenn though.
A weapon?
Tutelary creatures, set only to appear when the
I still don't like that thing is if that wasn't the original, it's disappeared from my mind.
Disturb my slumber. It's upon us.
God, the Vincent hair was ridiculous.
When worlds merge, I'm waiting.
The worlds merge? Are they trying to like, is he trying to like bring the timelines together? Hold on. That's probably really, really important. Hold on.
Danger.
That last line from Sephiroth is really important. Let's see what he says.
It's upon us. The reunion. When worlds merge, I'm waiting, Cloud.
Interesting. When worlds merge. I wonder if he's trying to like reunify the timeline. You know what I mean? I wonder if he's trying to reunify the timeline. Yo, that's fantastic though. I'm really excited about Rebirth. Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you leave a like and a comment. Tell me what you're thinking about Rebirth. It's been a long time since I was able to do Final Fantasy VII content, but I'm super duper excited. Complete new look for the channel as well. So yeah, and completely different to my usual content on here now. But yeah, looking forward to it. Okay, bye YouTube. All right.